A good freaking morning, guys. It is 4:48 in the morning. I don't know if you can see that, but we are up early. Yeah, it is a high day. I couldn't sleep, and honestly, I can never sleep the nights before high days because I just get that excited for some carbohydrates. I'm also just so hungry on those nights. So I was up till, I don't know, I barely slept last night. You know, maybe a few hours. But pretty much right now we're on a quest to get an energy drink at the gas station. And then we're hitting cardio. Because we got kind of a busy, long day. But cardio, high day, lots of carbs, around 400 grams, 450, and a leg day. So it's a great day. Let me show you what I'm gonna get here at this gas station. All right, so I went with one of these C4s because I want the beta alanine making me wanna itch my face off this morning. I don't know why. I never really go with the C4s, but frick it, man. I wanted to switch it up. I want the tingles. Here we go. Let's go pound this and hit cardio. Selection today, elliptical. I've been loving it. Hey, not to brag, not to boast, but I was the first person to swipe in to the gym this morning. So let's get it turning and burning. 30 minutes in and out. Then to the store for some chicken. All right, elliptical went swimmingly. As you can't tell, I'm wet. Anyway, stupid joke, sorry guys. It's 5:30 now and the store doesn't open for 30 more minutes, so I'm just gonna get steps in. I think I'm still gonna hit 15K today. So I don't know, I'm gonna walk for like 20, 30 minutes. And then head to the store because we gotta get chicken for our meals. And Jell-O for the rest of the week. If you've been watching the videos, you know Jell-O's been a huge staple on the low days. It's freaking clutch. But yeah, 5:30, getting steps in. I will be back with you later. This might be one of the earliest times I've ever entered a grocery store. I can hear some sort of tweaker in the background there, but let's get it. This is the haul right here. Yeah. All right, just prepped all of the chicken breast for the day. That is 18 ounces total. And then I got a pot of rice, jasmine rice. It's a lot of rice. It's 80 times 3 is 240 grams raw weight. Gonna be splitting that up into 3 meals. I've got 6 meals today. Around 300 grams of protein and 400 to 450 grams of carbs. I think like 60 grams of fat. So it's a good high day. That's about it for the prep for the day. I'm gonna shower and get ready for meal 1. Meal 1, we got 60 grams of oats, raw weight, with a scoop of this really, really good Skippy peanut butter, freaking protein powder. We got 17 grams of almond butter and 114 grams of banana, just a full banana. Oh yeah. Let's eat this and get to class.
And its result is the production of a primal sketch, a new symbol.
Back home for meal number 2. Compared to the last video that I was in that class, you guys can see how empty it was, but we went, so what up? That's all that matters. All right, for meal number 2, we got 75 grams of Gaines cream of rice with 17 grams of almond butter, and then another serving of that Skippy whey protein that I'm going to drizzle over the top. Yeah, buddy. All right, pre-workout meal down. I'm gonna show you. I split the chicken and rice up into 3 meals. So that's 3 equal meals minus the sacrificial rice right there. That I will eat throughout the day. And then I'm doing that same exact cream of rice meal one other time. And then that's going to comprise of all my meals. Oh, I also have an egg with each one of these. I'm gonna do hard boiled because I already have them made, but yeah. All right, I don't normally do this before the leg days or on the high days. I'm usually too full, but I think doing the cardio in the morning and all the steps kind of got the metabolism going. I also just want to try this out, but I'm going to pop 3 of these bad boys before the workout to fuel the legs, to fuel the workout, and it should be good. It should burn right through it. So let's do it. Those Rice Krispies might have been a bad idea. Feeling a little bit nauseous. 2 sets. To the leg curl, but maybe I just didn't wait long enough. I guess we'll find out when we hop on the hack squat if the Rice Krispies were too much.
You know what they're doing with the new update for Rainbow?
All right, next up we got one of these and one of these. I'm gonna put some soy sauce on that, B. Yeah. Oh. Red 40 in my veins. That jello I made early this morning, yeah, I ate it. Or at least most of it. All right, class. Let's go to it. Walking into class, forgot to debrief you guys on the leg workout. It was great. I walked out with my quads toasted, but my hammies just touched. I did a lion leg curl. Then I did hack squat, pretty intense. A couple sets of hack squat, and then a drop set. And then I did RDLs, barbell. And then I did leg extensions. Then I did calves. So I think I'm gonna start doing, because I got 2 leg days still, I'm gonna keep that in till the end of prep. Like, I'm not gonna change that. Probably just a quad dominant day and a hammy dominant day. Because we're getting towards the end, we'll start to dwindle down the volume and intensity. Back from class, we took like an hour kind of nap / deep relaxation. We are having the same cream of rice meal as before, 75 grams of bowl of gains with 17 grams of almond butter, scoop of rice, peanut butter, Skippy. We're gonna eat this. It is 5:45, and then in 2 hours, pretty much after that, have the other chicken rice meal, and then 2 hours after that, have the other chicken and rice meal. So just trying to fill out for the day. I'm going to explain why I'm doing a high day and why I do high days and why high days are a thing later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. But just chilling. Out on the evening stroll, guys. We're still getting 15K in today, but I don't have very many steps left to go. So just a short, brisk walk after the rest of my meals for digestion purposes. All right, high days. What are they? Why the hell do you do them? What's going on? Why are you eating so many carbs? Yes, I'm eating like 460 grams of carbs today, I think, 300 grams of protein and like 70 grams of fat. Well, a couple of reasons. So when you are in a harsh dieting phase, like a bodybuilding prep, right? Usually you are lower carbohydrate. I am lower carbohydrate on my lower days, anywhere from 80 to like 120 grams of carbs right now, all right? So what does that do? Well, if you have 3 or 4 days in a row of lower carbohydrates, you are essentially zapping the muscle of all glycogen, all right? This gives you a very flat look. It gives the muscles a very flat look. Glycogen's energy, so your muscles are also kind of depleted of energy and water. So you don't hold as much water, but you don't look as full, and your workouts, performance, recovery, and everything is lower. So high days do a couple of things. Number one, they replenish your glycogen. They give your body and muscles what they need to kind of recover. Number one. Also, when you're on a very low calorie diet and low carbohydrate diet, you could be doing some metabolic damage. So your metabolism could be slowing down. So when you do a high day, especially with high carbs, you're essentially revving it back up and saying, hey, listen, you're not actually starving. All right, here's a bunch of carbohydrates. Feed yourself. Eat these carbs, buddy. You're okay. And you dump a lot of stress and a lot of panic from your body off. And this just allows for more recovery, energy, restoration, and everything physically, like all the physical benefits, right? Now, there are huge mental benefits to this as well. They're not, unfortunately, I would venture to say they're not the number one priority, the mental benefits, but it does come with it. So, what do I mean by this? Well, when you're dieting, obviously is mentally kind of, you can accumulate some diet fatigue, as they call it. You get tired of the diet, you know, it's not the easiest thing to be dieting. So when you have a high day, you essentially like get food. It gives you a mental break from the diet. And that helps. You kind of gather yourself and then make another push. Right now, the way that my strategy is, and I don't know if I'm going to keep it this way, but right now it's like low days, 4 of them in a row, or at least these last 2 blocks are like 4 low days in a row, and then a high day. And it's going to depend on my weight and my look from here on out, but you know, the next block is probably going to be like 3 low days and then a high day, unless I wake up like super low on weight or whatever. The cool thing is you kind of, high days are strategic. All right, this is the other thing, right? A lot of people think, oh, high days, cheat meals, right? Which that could be the case for sure. And I might incorporate a couple cheat meals during the rest of this prep. If my body weight gets very low, like too low, and I'm very lean, then I might incorporate a cheat meal. But now it is all clean foods for the refeeds. Like I would say up until, I want to say like last week or the week before, I was doing like cheat foods where it was, you know, pizza, burgers, all that type of stuff. But as I get closer to the competition, I want my body to be used to carbing up and absorbing carbs from certain sources, and those sources being rice and fruits. And no, yeah, I did have a banana actually today, but that's what I want my body to be used to when the carb up comes. So I want it to not have any bad reactions, and I want to know how those carbs affect me. So, you know, starting around now, I've kind of gotten rid of a lot of those other types of carbs, but you know, I might have some cheats, you know, from here to the show, who knows? But that's kind of the idea behind it. Some people report like when they have a high day that they will wake up the next day lighter. I've yet to have that happen to me. Like, I don't know if that's how my body works. Like, I think like eating a bunch of carbs just makes me retain carbs and water. So I don't think I've actually lost weight a day after a high day. But maybe someday. And no, I'm not just chasing the scale, but that is honestly one of my main metrics that I go by. And then the high days are based off of the look and the feel, as well as the scale. So it's all kind of a game that you play. And I know this is a long-winded rant. It's like, this is getting on 7.5 minutes, but high days are strategic. They're intentional, physically and mentally, and they're a great tool It's literally just to top off glycogen storage, give my body what it needs to rest, recover correctly, sleep better. Also, again, today's was placed on a leg day so that my leg day performance is good, so that I retain more leg mass, which has been a goal of mine this prep. So that's kind of what I think about them. I'm still kind of figuring it out, and I'm still kind of like playing around with it. Hopefully someday, like, I'm coaching myself. This is my second prep. I think potentially in my next prep or the prep after that, I might get a coach to see then what they would do and what they have to say. But all right, so on the high days when you got more energy, right? Or at least I clean the frick out of my space. I did all the dishes, all the laundry. Well, that's dirty, but I folded all the clean laundry. There was a lot. Cleaned my space, dusted, reorganized everything, reset everything, did dishes, prepared for tomorrow to set up the next week of, stuff. At this time, it's kind of like I've accepted certain things are gonna go to crap, like laundry is tough. I pretty much just don't do laundry if it's not a higher calorie day. And I try to keep my space clean and everything, but the bulk of the organization comes on the higher calorie days. Speaking of, it's like 8:15 right now, and I am, it's almost 8:15. I'm not really hungry yet. I have 2 more meals, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm either going to weather the storm and just eat this meal right now and then eat the one at 10 and go to bed, or adjust and have a smaller something. I don't know yet. I don't know if it's something that I should push or listen to my body. So I'm gonna make a call probably here soon, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Right, so I'm gonna make the call for this meal to just eat it. Given that I think I want to see what happens tomorrow, how I fill out, what it does to the weight, and I want to kind of push the metabolism a little bit. I love it. All right, so it's almost 10, in time for my very last meal, which is the same thing as last meal. And I'm very glad that I decided to eat that past meal when I did, because it did kind of push along the food, and I can feel my body and brain just saying thank you. So good biofeedback. I think the reason why I was backed up a little bit was because I was a little dehydrated. Just had my creatine and fish oils and a meal. Yeah, so gonna eat that last meal here in like 10 minutes or so. 7 minutes to be exact. And then maybe watch a little bit of YouTube and then hit the hay, guys. So I'll show you that meal. All right, eating the last meal here. I already had the hard-boiled egg, but guys, that's going to close it out for today. I hope you enjoyed that. I sure did. High day done. Really excited to show you guys the finished product of the physique. The carbs did a really good job of filling me out, even though it's just one day of high carbs. But I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.